Let's look at then this whole idea of a conservatorship. What is that?
Well, we call it here in our state conservatorship, but in most states it's called guardianship. And what guardianship basically means that the court at some point determines that a person, because of mental or physical disability, can no longer handle their own affairs. So we see it even with husbands and wives, where unfortunately maybe someone has had a stroke, developed dementia, had a serious accident, and they can no longer write, they can no longer speak, but you have ownership of real property or other kinds of assets that need to be managed. To be honest with you, in most cases of conservatorship, we're seeing people that are being subject to elder abuse.
Now, isn't that kind of a humiliating process? Because don't you have to go to court and take that person with you? And they have to show that that person has no real mental capacity to be able to handle their affairs. And I've never been to a hearing like that, but I mean, the person comes, right?
Yeah. Well, no, the person doesn't have to be present.
Okay.
But there has to be legal documentation, declarations, affidavits from their physician. So it is humiliating that you had to declare someone you love to be incompetent in order for you to protect them. But most people do conservatorship or guardianship out of love. That's really what they're doing. They're doing it because they see mom or dad being taken advantage by someone. Could be another person in the family, unfortunately. It could be a professional, unfortunately. It could be a caregiver. That's what we see, unfortunately, a lot of, too.
Okay. Well, that's, you know what, that's bad. That's a really bad thing. But how can you avoid a conservatorship? Now, what could that person have put in place? Would a power of attorney have avoided that person having to resort to being put into a conservatorship situation?
I think it's a lot more complicated than that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, and this is where I think the real issue is, are you involved with your elder's life? Okay. Do you visit them? Do you observe them? Do you really know what's going on with them? Okay. Do you take the time to go to the doctor with them? Do you, when you see something unusual in their home, you see a pile of bills sitting on the table, and you're not really, understanding what's going on, speak up.
Okay.